This is Austin Morgan, and I just wanted to show you some of the C++ code that I wrote for this Voxel game that I've been working on. While I didn't write the plugin for the Voxel engine, I did extend it quite heavily to make it into an actual game. It's rather complex, so I'm just going to kind of briefly go over the surface of what's going on here. So this is the real guts of the engine, the generate chunk function. So what it's doing here is it's detecting chunks to its north, south, east, and west, so it can know what its neighbors' biomes might be, so it can adjust its different types of blocks that it creates, but also the height map, essentially the height maps of those blocks. Down here, I'm just setting a bunch of variables for different friendly names, such as iron, copper, etc. So when I'm working deep in the generative loops, I have some friendly names that I'm looking at. But I don't get too confused, because there is a lot going on. So if I move on down, I have some different floats controlling the actual noise system in the background. I'm using a combination of fast noise and I believe there's another one. Drawing a blank on that. But these ones in particular are for fast noise. Down here I'm detecting the biome. Then here's where the main loop starts. So it loops through X, Y, and eventually down here goes through Z. There's, I believe, 256 blocks in Z height, and then it's 10 by 10 chunks. I know Minecraft is 16 by 16, but I went for an even 10. I have some different detectors for if the area should be tunnels for caves or if I'm generating giant trees. Really pretty complicated. There's some test areas that I've since commented out. But essentially it goes through a bunch of workings and figures out exactly what the block type should be, and then sets that into the chunk object. Here we have some RNG for generating plants. Currently these return values don't actually function because I've since reworked the inventory system considerably. But there's 9 different types of biome generation that can happen. It's a bunch of functions for building individual trees instead of giant trees. I handle it differently because giant trees use noise to generate instead of piecemeal generation, where like these are generated as poles basically, which I throw spheres of blocks on top of essentially, kind of like the Minecraft trees. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up here. There's a whole lot more to look at, but I feel like explaining it could take quite a while. I'd like to go do a more in-depth video on another day when I have more time. Alright, thanks for watching.